so for our first circuit of this workout, we're gonna have 2 very light dumbbells, and I'm talking very light. I usually use 8 to 10s, so make sure that you're not going too heavy on this. This form is everything. You're gonna lay down on your back. You're gonna be just like this. Your feet are gonna be up on the bench. And we're just gonna merely do an overhead press, reaching long for the wall behind us, and pull back down. So it's just like you're doing a neutral overhead press, standing up, only we're not standing up, we're laying down. So we're reaching long, pulling back down. We're gonna get 12 to 15 reps here, okay? And again, we're going really, really light. You can even do this with no weight or just a little hand weight as well. That will work really well. Our emphasis is gonna be really reaching as far as you can. Up. All right, so then we're gonna set a landmine up. So again, a landmine can look a lot of different ways. Really, you just need a barbell. You can just stick it into a corner if you don't have a sleeve. A lot of different types of sleeves are available. Let's make it crazy here. All right. Hook the bar under. I like putting my hook all the way up against the collar. Get your feet even with that first weight. We're gonna be here. We're gonna row. Now make sure that your legs are your foundation. So your legs and your butt are holding you up. The torso stays still. Your core is tight. And we're squeezing those shoulders and elbows reaching back. So notice that nothing moves except for my shoulders and arms. Okay? My legs are my support here. Nothing moves. And make sure that you're not doing a squat and standing up. Make sure that you're not here as well. Okay, then for our last move here, we're gonna take a med ball. It can be really anything that weighs anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds. Med ball is perfect. If you have to have a weight, that's fine. And we're gonna do lateral jumps. So you're gonna start on your right leg, bring the ball to the outside of the right, and we're gonna jump over to the left leg. I'm trying not to put this foot down, and I'm loading into that outside hip. And I'm making as big a jumps as I can, swinging that ball to the outside, so that that momentum is carrying me, and I am fighting that momentum that's carrying me this way by landing and loading into that hip. So, lying down, overhead presses, we're gonna get 10 to 12. We're gonna do the heavy landmine. Load into the hips and legs, squeeze the shoulder blades, make sure that torso stays still. We're gonna get 8 to 10 reps there. Then we're gonna have the ball, we're gonna do 16 total reps, loading onto that side into the leg and letting that momentum carry you and us having to handle that momentum. We'll do 4 rounds. For our second circuit in this workout, we're gonna be doing a hip thruster. Make sure that your shoulder blades are on the edge of the bench, your feet are underneath your knees. We're gonna get our core engaged, we're gonna drop our hips down. When our hips are down, our chest is gonna be facing forward. Then, keeping our core tight and our spine still, we squeeze our glutes, lift, and now our chest is gonna be up towards the ceiling. So we're pivoting on that connection with the bench and our shoulder blades. Pull yourself down. So really focus when we're up when we're going down from the up position, from our hip flexors, pull yourself back down into that position and push yourself back up. Then add weight accordingly if you need it from that point. Then we're gonna take a med ball. Again, you can use a very light weight, it's fine. We're gonna do the same front back steps that we did last week, only this time we're gonna add an overhead component. So my right foot is gonna be my plant foot. It's not gonna move. I'm gonna start in a step back position. My right foot is forward, the ball's on my right side. I step through, moving the ball overhead. Now my left foot's forward and the ball's on the left side. And I'm just gonna move back. So again, my right foot is my plant foot and it's staying. So up and back is 1 rep and we're doing 8 on each leg. Make sure you get that big overhead position. 8 on the right, 8 on the left. At that point, we're gonna get 2 heavy dumbbells. And we're doing a little squat thrust. So, quarter squat, pop, own it, pull back down. We're just using this squat to get a little momentum to help us get that heavy weight up. Owning the position, pulling back down. We're gonna get 4 rounds. Here on the hip thrusters, if we can go heavy, we'd like to try to get a weight that limits us to 8 to 10 reps. We'd really like to go heavy. If that's not possible, just get as heavy as you can. You may have to up the reps a little bit on that. You can use some isometric holds at the end to kind of spice that up. That would be great too. We're doing 4 rounds of 8 on each side. On the right side, up back is 1, 8. Left side, do 8 there as well. And we're doing 8 as well on the overhead press. 4 rounds. Okay, for the third circuit in the workout, we're going to be on the rear side of the barbell hold. So you want to make sure that in the squat rack that you're on the back side so that the barbell will be pulling in seeing on the other side, that's gonna go real bad, real fast, okay? So we're gonna be here. The further down you are, the further forward your feet are, the harder this is gonna be. You're gonna be about a 45-degree angle. We're gonna rip, catch, and then control, let out here. Rip, catch, control the eccentric here. Rip, catch, and the magic lies right here on letting that out slow. My hands are out a little bit wider than my shoulders. You can mess with a bunch of different grips. None of them are bad, none of them are wrong. They're just gonna hit different areas. Okay, so I would suggest playing around with a lot of different grips. We're gonna get a lot of reps here. We're gonna go for 15. And again, remember, you gotta have the catch and then the slow eccentric. Then we're gonna come over to an incline bench. This week, we're gonna be on this incline right here. It's gonna be a little bit higher than the normal incline we have. So we're gonna try to sit up a little more, okay? We're gonna have our chest proud, shoulders back. We're gonna row our elbows and shoulders back. This is gonna get hit a little more of the upper back. Here, keeping your core tight, make sure that you don't collapse over top of that bench. Keep yourself tall, and we're gonna get 8 to 10 there. Then we're gonna do what's called a 180 jump. A little adjustment here, okay? So, we're gonna counter turn a little bit, and we're gonna try to jump around 180 degrees. Then we're gonna counter turn and jump left 180 degrees. So you're gonna go clockwise, then counterclockwise, okay? Now, if you wanna spice this up, we try to go a little bit more. Try to go a 3/4 turn. Maybe try to go a whole turn, okay? Do your best not to deviate from where you are starting. So if I jump here and I do a big turn, but I end up landing over here, I'm kind of lost I've lost the idea. I'm trying to jump up and rotate and make that trunk and hips rotate my body. Get a little counter turn, jump, and then try to land soft. Counter turn, jump, land soft. We're gonna do 12 total jumps, 6 each direction. I want each jump to be good, so don't try to get going super fast. Maybe you try to do 3 or 4 in a row kind of quick, okay? But don't try to do all of them super quick. Make sure you get good quality jumps and good quality landings. Don't send your feet. So we've got our plyo pull here. Remember, the magic is in the eccentric, letting it out. We're gonna do 12 to 15 reps here. Change up your grips. We're gonna be on the incline row. Again, that incline's up a little bit higher pitch this week. Okay, make sure that you're not collapsing that chest. Be tall in the thoracic spine and chest, okay? Rolling those shoulders back. And then we have our 180 jumps. Try to get halfway around, at least at first. If you want to get spicier, try to get a foot further, all the way up until you can even try to do a full 360. So, have fun.